Alien Romulus has dethroned Deadpool and Wolverine at the box office. Sony dropped a brand new trailer for Kraven the Hunter. Knives Out 3 has wrapped filming. And James Cameron says he's working on a new Terminator film. Let's get into this week's movie news.
What is up, movie friends? Welcome back to Raiders of the Lost Podcast, the ultimate film and TV podcast. We are on a rebound from D23's huge news week, but there are a ton of stories, amazing announcements, as well as interesting tidbits from the film and TV world. Welcome back to Raiders of the Lost Podcast, the ultimate film and TV podcast, in this weekly episode where we go through all of the past week's movie news, so you don't have to. We read the articles. We watched the trailers.
I made Anthony look at every goddamn website, every page for the last 4 days.
Alex in A Clockwork Orange.
I chained him to a chair. I said, learn all the news for the week.
Although I enjoyed it, though. I enjoyed learning, even with my eyes wide open. But
I was doing the drops in his eyes.
Now, there's a lot to go over, and I really can't wait to get into Terminator with James Cameron. But first, let's go over the box office. And Alien Romulus debuted this weekend and took the top spot away from Deadpool and Wolverine with a very healthy $41 million opening weekend domestically with $6.5 million on Thursday. This is a really good start for the film, which cost $80 million, a relatively low budget film for the Alien franchise. It looks like it's on the path to success. It's a very good start. It's going to get good word of mouth. James and I love the film. We have a huge 2-hour plus episode tomorrow on Alien Romulus that you can't miss if you like this movie. And I just gotta say, I'm glad it's doing well. Fede Alvarez knocked it out of the park. The cast was amazing. And it's so great to see the film doing so well at the box office.
Yeah, it also, that's domestic, $41 million. It made $20 million just in China. So international, it's going to kill. I think it's going to be a huge hit. It's going to be a big hit. Yeah. So really awesome news for Alien Romulus. A great and worthy addition to the Alien franchise. Get our insights, in our perspective, in our review, and reactions, and so many other words tomorrow in our Alien Romulus breakdown. Next up, still kicking strong, Deadpool and Wolverine has become the highest grossing rated R film of all time, passing Joker. It pulled in an extra $28 million at the domestic box office. This movie just doesn't seem to end. It's just got the legs, it's got the claws, and it's just a huge hit, everybody.
Remember when studios thought rated R comic book movies wouldn't work?
Remember when 2 months ago everyone thought movie theaters were dead? What did we say? We said, everyone, calm down, everybody, calm down.
This is a huge weekend.
Take it easy. Yeah. Just no one wanted to see those movies in April and May.
We're cooking, man.
We have been cooking the last 2 months.
It's been a great summer, like we predicted. It's been a fantastic summer. It ends with us in its second frame. Did an amazing job pulling in $24 million, and it has grossed over $100 million globally, becoming a massive success.
Also, I don't know the details about what's going on with this film, but I keep seeing all these reports of drama, controversies, smear campaigns. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what the truth is, because it's so much, half the time it's fake, or half the news it's conjecture. But man, just get into the rabbit hole of the controversy with the end of it. Ends with us. I mean, just the red carpet alone, where the cast was not taking photos with the director and he was just kind of on his own. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's odd. I mean, we don't really know too many specifics, but it's just that the director and star had lots of differences of opinion from Blake Lively, and they wanted to edit it in different ways, and they had a contentious relationship from what we could find online.
I have no idea.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. It's just the biggest thing. I was like on Twitter yesterday. I'm like, what is going on with this movie? This is insane. I don't know what to believe.
I wasn't like that.
I was. I had 7 screens popped up.
I don't really care that much.
I looked like Charlie at Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Pepe Silvia. Yeah, I was wondering where the mail goes. Where's the mail go? Goes to the mailroom. Who is this guy? Pepe Silvia.
I don't care that much about it. So I saw a couple of headlines, but I didn't really read up on them.
Anyways, there's a huge re-release.
Apparently, you're passionate about it.
Huge re-release. Coraline hit theaters again. It pulled in $11.5 million at the domestic box office.
Not bad.
What a banger.
This is becoming a yearly re-release, because last year they did it, and it made $7.5 million. And this year they did it again, $11.5 million. So it did even better than last year.
Also, Twisters, baby.
It's Twisters!
8.5 at the domestic box office, while also getting released VOD for rent on August 13th. So if you haven't seen it yet and you don't want to get your butt to the theater, you can watch it at home. You got to rent it for like $29.
Or if you have seen it and want to see it again without getting your butt out of the house, go ahead and rent
it again. But I want to see it again in theaters before it leaves. But it's still doing really well. I anticipate it'll probably be in theaters for at least another month, it looks like.
It's like it's pulling just a Top Gun word of mouth, man.
There's not much happening in September. So I think that's going to be in theaters for a while. I think what we're looking at right now is going to be the majority of box office the next month.
Are you saying The Crow isn't going to make $50 million next week?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I think that The Crow is going to be a huge bomb.
So I think that The Crow and Blink Twice, the two new releases next week, are not even going to crack the top 3.
I don't think so
box
either.
Office.
I think I think these 3 will stay there. They probably won't even beat Coraline.
Well, Coraline's out of theaters.
Yeah, okay.
They might not even beat Twisters next week. It might not even. Those two films, The Crow and Blink Twice, might not even make the top 4.
I'm sure The Crow will beat Twisters.
We'll see.
Teenagers, that's like their movie. I feel like right now.
I haven't seen a single positive view on it.
Yeah, but are you in with the teenagers?
I am not in with the teenagers.
See, that's very much a teenager movie. When I was 14, 15, I'd be like, that movie looks sick.
Okay, you're right. All right. They might get some.
Yeah, and I think that so many people just don't want to see a remake of it, so they're not going to go to the theater to see it.
We'll see.
I'm curious about it.
Yeah. But I also think that Blink Twice doesn't look like it's going to track with any box office outside of maybe
it's
5
like
mil.
the 30th billionaire psycho killer.
Another
movie.
extremely attractive billionaire who is evil. Guess what? He's not a nice guy.
It's all a facade?
Channing Tatum playing a billionaire named Slater. Come on! What the hell is going on? Come on. Let's get out of here.
It's too pretty.
Get out of here.
Cuckoo is number 6 at the box office, pulling in just $3 million at the domestic weekend in its opening. Not a huge performer.
This is its second weekend.
Its second weekend.
It made 3.5 last week and $3 million this week. It's doing okay.
Do you know what its budget was?
$7 million.
Oh, I mean,
it's doing fine.
$7 million budget is doing fine.
It's doing fine.
Like I said, Anthony, it's doing a really good job.
Its second weekend.
It's probably made its money back. Its money back. Money is
it made all of its monies back.
Singular, plural, no S at the end.
All right,
money.
Speaking of September should be pretty good though because Beetlejuice 2 premieres in the first week of September and it's tracking to open at $70 million.
What?
Plus just domestically.
Well, I mean, I guess the fan base is generational.
People are very excited about it.
I think a lot of middle-aged people will probably go see this movie.
People are very excited about it, and it says tracking numbers say it could even hit over 80 million if word of mouth is good. So it looks like Beetlejuice could be the king of September.
We'll see. I mean, it's got a great cast. I mean, they brought in Jenna Ortega for the youngies. They brought Willem Dafoe in for all the
oldies
cinephiles.
Catherine O'Hara for all the. Oh, she's in the original too. Never mind. Forget I said that.
Yeah, I definitely want to see it. It looks great. It looks like Tim went back to heavy practical filmmaking.
He did indeed.
So that's what makes me excited about it.
Yes,
and
indeed.
I mean, it's Michael Keaton is Beetlejuice.
Michael Keaton said it's better than the original.
Wow.
Is he just doing press, or does he really believe that?
Maybe he believes it.
Yeah, maybe he thinks so.
You know, he's been working on some cool ass movies lately. So I mean, he's probably really excited about his career.
Like what?
He was just in Birdman 5 years ago.
That was 10 years ago.
Was it that long ago?
Dude, Birdman was so long ago that Emma Stone is the 5th billed actor on the poster.
Oh my gosh.
Now if that movie came out, she'd be right below Michael Keaton.
Yeah, you're right.
Birdman was
2013?
2014? I think it was 10 years ago.
Birdman. 2014.
Yeah,
oh my
2014.
God. That was 10 years ago.
Exactly.
Where does the time go?
I don't know, man.
What the fuck?
We have the poster on our house, and Emma Stone is below 4 other actors.
She's below Zach Galifianakis.
She is.
Yeah.
Everyone else is above her. Now that poster would be Emma Stone with everyone else.
I don't know. Edward Norton, Michael Keaton, man.
Well, Michael Keaton's the lead. Obviously, he'd get top billing.
Yeah, Edward Norton's pretty.
She would get higher billing than Ed Norton right now.
Probably because she's an Oscar winner. Yeah.
2-time Oscar winner.
Yeah.
2-time.
2 times.
How many Oscars does Ed Norton have? 0.
Hey, but he's nominated.
I know. I'm just saying.
He's a great guy.
If you're gonna build that poster,
why are you bashing my guy Ed? What's Ed done to you, Anthony?
Edward?
Yes.
You call him Ed?
I call him Ed because he's my friend. Clearly, you don't.
Well,
know
no.
Ed.
The whole point of this is you were like Michael Keaton's been working on so many projects. What the hell are you talking about?
Batman again.
Okay, The Flash. What else?
He was McDonald's.
The founder. 2016.
He's been
8 years ago.
He's been in stuff, man. He's been around.
Huge Michael Keaton fan.
I love Michael
talking
Keaton.
Out of his ass.
I love that guy.
I love Michael Keaton too, but I'm just
Clearly,
saying.
you don't like Ed Norton and you don't like Michael Keaton. Sorry, Anthony. Sorry, you only like Emma.
I hate them both.
You only like Emma Stone. We get it.
I mean, I'll take that.
I'll take Ed Norton and Michael Keaton
over Emma Stone.
If it's like a 2-for-1, yeah.
Okay, their filmographies, yeah. But like I said, Michael Keaton has not been making that many interesting movies lately.
I feel like I'm missing a few. I feel like I'm missing.
He's got a bunch of streaming movies, like direct-to-streaming action movies and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. He did have an action movie. Anyways, Cuckoo. Oh, yeah, no, we're done with box office now.
That was like 8 years ago, man.
Okay, so
that was back when The Founder came out.
Tracking $70 million Beetlejuice 2, that should be interesting to see. I guess I should stop talking shit about September because there is a movie coming out. That's the only one coming out. That's it.
That's it.
No other movies come out in September.
Just Beetlejuice 2.
Just Beetlejuice 2.
All right, let's get into our Ridley Scott news.
Dude, this is awesome. So,
loved it.
Alien Romulus premiere. Ridley Scott's there at the red carpet with everybody, and he's excited about the film, which is cool to see. It was awesome to have him at the red carpet, it looked like. And, of course, Letterboxd was there doing their 4 favorites with the biggest cast and crew. And they got Sir Ridley Scott to do 4 favorite films, which was really exciting. And this guy put his own movie in his top 4, and it made me love him even more. He put number 1, 2001: A Space Odyssey, based. Number 2, Star Wars: A New Hope. Number 3, he put Blade Runner. And number 4, Quest for Fire. This is a great top 4, but I've never seen someone put their own movie in, and I just freaking love it. It's he made a movie that he loves for himself so much that it's one of his favorite movies ever. And that's because it is a real masterpiece, but I fucking love this guy. I love Ridley Scott. I don't care all the hate he gets. I'm the exact opposite. The older he gets, the more movies he makes, the more I love him.
Also, I added Quest for Fire to my watch list on Letterboxd because of his recommendation. It seems really interesting. It's about early humans, a tribe discovering fire from lightning striking a tree.
Oh, interesting.
And it sounds like a really cool idea, like the birth of kind of intelligence and creation with the fire, which is super cool. It also reminds me of Ice Cube. They were doing press for 21 Jump Street or 22 Jump Street, and Jonah Hill said in an interview, he said that he and Channing Tatum were on the private jet with Ice Cube, and he and Tatum were debating who the best rapper of all time is, and they were going back and forth listing tons of rappers, and then they go to Cube, they're like, Ice Cube, who's the best rapper of all time? He goes, I am, motherfucker.
Love it. So great. But there's so much interesting stuff about Ridley. And even though he doesn't have a movie out right now, everyone's still talking about him because everyone's revisiting Alien, which is so much fun. And we did our episodes recently on it and got a lot of backstory on the films. And
he also just said that Gladiator 2 is as good as Gladiator. So,
you know what? I believe him. If Ridley says it,
I'm not sure I could hold. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I'm sure it's great. I'm really looking forward to it.
I can't wait, man. I'm very excited. Actually, one other thing about box office: Longlegs. It's got those legs. Shut up. It has passed $100 million at the global box office.
His Longlegs sure has long legs.
That's an expression, Anthony. It has legs.
I know.
That's an idiom.
Also a pun. I get it.
Yeah, you get it. It's a pun, an idiom. That's called a dad joke. Except it was funny. It was good. So Longlegs has those legs. It's still pulling money. And
congrats to Neon.
Their first $100 million movie at the box office. Yeah.
Parasite, bro.
Oh, it still hasn't been Parasite.
Yeah.
Never
Parasite's
mind.
got 240. That's an amazing accomplishment to get $100 million from that movie.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, and congrats to Neon, because I think Neon is one of the coolest studios working today, and they put out fantastic films.
One of the coolest.
Did I say one of the cool studios? That's how the teens say it.
One of the cool studios.
I'm in with the teens,
it's
man.
It's okay. I had a mistake earlier with monies.
Nobody's perfect, man. Nobody's perfect. All right, Steven Spielberg has, as we all know, an upcoming sci-fi UFO movie in production that comes out May 2026. So, all we know is that Emily Blunt's been cast, as well as someone else, I can't remember. But they just added Colin Firth to the cast, who is playing the UFO. I'm just kidding. He's probably playing a very smart guy.
What if he's not?
He's great as a smart guy.
What if he's not playing a smart guy?
I'm just saying, he's probably.
What if he's playing a trash can?
He would be a really good trash can.
Yeah, that's a smart trash can.
Be the best trash can of all time, man.
I can't wait.
Yeah, Colin Firth's great.
Steven Spielberg sci-fi. Let's go. It's been a minute.
2 summers from now.
So. Woo! Cannot wait. Kraven the Hunter, big news, everybody. We got a new trailer from Sony, and we also got our first look at the Rhino. Some of the footage, obviously, we'd seen before, but there's quite a bit that we'd never seen before in the previous teasers because they probably reshot the whole thing. This movie went into production and finished and wrapped in May or June 2022. It wrapped production, and it's not coming out still until December 13th. It's quite a delay. Lots of reshoots going on, lots of new edits going on. But now, as they said, they came out saying the delays for Kraven were to allow for reshoots to take place, to sharpen the characters, and tighten the plot. Because those characters, they just weren't sharp enough, guys.
Wait, so a way of tightening the plot is making more scenes?
They had to tighten it up.
Generally trimming would tighten.
They had to do the buttons. So
they reshot it.
That's such a politician.
They remade it.
Such a non-answer. Sharpen the characters.
They remade the movie, which, hey, it's their movie. They can remake it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But just say we remade the movie. And also, Aaron Taylor Johnson is stepping back from his previous comments about the character being anti-hunting. And, James, is that an alarm going off?
No, I'm getting a phone call, sorry.
You're getting a phone call.
It went off on my Mac.
Oh, okay.
It does that sometimes.
So unprofessional. However, so if you remember, like 2 years ago or last year when press was coming out about the film, they basically said that Kraven doesn't hunt animals and he's pro like protecting animals.
Eats Beyond Meat.
Yeah, eats Beyond Meat and wears faux leather and pleather. His jacket's made of pleather. However, now Aaron Taylor Johnson is saying that isn't accurate. He's more of a conservationist. A nature conservationist.
So I think they went so far
yes.
in that direction. They're like, wait, we saw the reaction online.
Holy shit.
Let's redo this.
And so I guarantee now it's that he hunts animals to help conservation efforts.
Maybe some specific animals, yes.
Hunting predators that are taking over a territory or over an influx of a certain kind of species.
Yeah, it's necessary in some situations to keep populations at a minimum. Yeah. But also, clearly he's hunting humans in this movie. That's the new trailer. It's just him hunting humans, basically. And some stuff with, I believe did he have a gun or a bow and arrow?
He kills a lot of dudes in this trailer.
Yeah, he does. Lots of new kills, as well as, Sony said they're so happy with the film that they're working with J.C. Chander, again, the director, on a murder mystery film inspired by Succession.
Great, another Knives Out Succession. Okay.
Whoa, Anthony.
I'm just saying.
I can tell you're not enthused about it.
I mean, how many rich people murder mysteries do we need?
I need all the rich people murder mysteries, Anthony. That's my favorite genre. Rich people murder mysteries.
Are you first in line from Blink Twice next week?
I am second in line.
Behind Juno.
Behind because I'm blinking twice. Never going first.
And also, it looks like they're beefing up Russell Crowe's role. But it doesn't look terrible. But it
doesn't look terrible.
It doesn't.
I think it looks good.
I think it looks pretty good. But the trailer, they really made sure audiences knew this is rated R. It's all blood all over the trailer. I think they maybe put too many of the kills in it and gave away like cool moments. And they also made sure that the audience knows he's a hunter. They said the word hunter like 10 times.
They're really walking it back a lot.
Yeah, so I think this movie will do okay, but then if it ends up being good, it could do pretty well.
I think it's going to perform really well at the opening weekend. It also just depends on when embargo comes up and when people like us or other influencers or journalists, how early they get to see the film, what they get to say about it, if there's going to be embargo on what they say, or if they can actually review it honestly and openly. I think we have mixed feelings about Rotten Tomatoes, but I think Rotten Tomatoes, if they release a score early, will determine the box office a lot in this film. But at the end of the day, I think it's still probably going to pull easily $75 million at the opening box office.
Maybe. We'll see.
I think it's going to be cool. I think it looks good. I like this trailer so much more than the other one.
It's a much better trailer.
Yeah. Get more of a sense of what this movie's actually about.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
the Rhino looked cool.
I guess. I don't know. I think that
Let me guess. It didn't look terrible.
It kind of looked terrible.
It kind of looked terrible.
Alessandro Nivola plays the Rhino in this film. And I get it's a character in the comics and everything. It's just maybe the film would have worked better on a smaller scale of Kraven taking down like a group of terrorists or something, or there's some kind of species of a predator that's been released in a village or in an area that he's hunting down. Keep it smaller in scale.
Like the rhino?
The rhino's a guy who took like a animal serum.
Is that...
That's what it looks like. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Doesn't look terrible.
Clearly one of us is looking forward to this film, and it's not Anthony.
All right, tell us about Terminator.
There's not much to tell. I mean, James Cameron obviously is hard at work on Avatar 3 through 17 right now. But he has revealed that he's working on a new Terminator project. And this is a franchise that I still think has a lot of potential. And it still has a huge fan base if you do it right. And the last few Terminator movies just were not received well. They weren't that great. Mixed feelings about them. Didn't really feel like the originals. Of course, they're trying to infuse new technologies, infuse new themes, and infuse new filmmaking techniques. But
so much
very
infusion.
High CGI films that sometimes work, sometimes don't. I don't think they really work that well. But if James Cameron's working on a Terminator project, I'm so intrigued. If he's going to write one, that'd be awesome. However, he's just said it's totally classified.
I really only want to see a new Terminator movie if he's heavily involved in it.
Yeah.
And if not directing because he's so busy with Avatar, at least extensively working as a producer on the film and writer of the screenplay. That's the only way I'd really get excited about a Terminator film again.
Yeah, but I'd still love to see Cameron do something else outside of the Avatar franchise this century because he's an incredible filmmaker, and the Avatar franchise has pushed filmmaking to new heights and has done things that no one thought possible when it comes to technology in this era, and they're just pushing what's possible in filmmaking and animation and CGI, and he's spearheading that, and it's an incredible thing he's done, pushing the boundaries of film. However, he's made some of the best movies ever outside of the Avatar genre. It's basically a genre, the Avatar franchise. He's only made 2 movies this century. You know, imagine the movies he could have made if he wasn't doing Avatar, which I love the Avatar movies. They're great, and I know how much work goes into them. I understand that, but still, it's James Cameron. He could be doing some really cool movies outside of Avatar. He could do both, but clearly it's his life, and he's really into the Avatar franchise.
Maybe he's never come up with an idea that he thinks is better than an Avatar movie he's working on.
I think he just loves the passion.
Yeah.
He's got so much passion for it, as well as it's all the things he loves to do. He gets to go in tanks of water with underwater cameras and film people with dots on their faces. It's his thing, man.
He loves it.
3D production.
He loves putting dots on people. He also has expressed possibilities of having other directors take over the final 2 films after he does the first 3.
I'm sure it's grueling.
Yeah. It's a long time.
Maybe he's getting an itch to do something else.
Yeah, maybe he's going to direct Terminator.
He's been doing this for 24 years.
It's crazy, 2 movies in 24 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought about that.
25 technically, because Titanic's 1999. Or Titanic's 2000? 99? 97.
We're earlier than that, yeah.
1997.
We were little.
So he hasn't made a movie since Titanic. Not Avatar, right?
He's done documentaries, but not a feature.
Yeah, feature narrative.
Yeah, I never thought about that. It's been a long fucking time.
Long
just for
fucking
2
time.
movies. And then the final Avatar film will come out in 2031, they said.
Yeah, but it's probably get delayed. It's Disney.
There's never been a delay on an Avatar movie release.
I thought they delayed them.
No.
But they changed the release dates last year.
Well, I think because, I don't know about that, about Avatar 3. I'm not sure about that, but he's never had a problem with release. His movies always come out.
He never does. All right, let's get into, speaking of billionaire mystery movies that Anthony loves, rich people murder mysteries. Knives Out 3.
I love Knives Out. I like Knives Out 1.
Yeah.
Knives Out 1 is amazing.
The original is an awesome movie. Knives Out 3, Wake Up Dead Man, has wrapped production. This movie is going to release next year on Netflix. It's going to star Mila Kunis, Josh Brolin, Glenn Close, Daniel Craig, Andrew Scott, Kaylee Spaney, Josh O'Connor, Jeremy Renner, Kerry Washington, Darren McCormick, and Thomas Hayden Church.
Nice cast.
It's very nice cast.
Very, very nice cast.
According to Anthony, it's not terrible.
This is a great cast.
Oh, so it's more than nice?
Well, yeah, we were talking about Kraven earlier.
Yeah, but nice is just a vanilla word.
I was being funny. I was being facetious. It's a great cast.
wasn't funny or
You also said nice cast.
Because I was mocking you.
Uh-huh.
I said it with a question mark.
Okay, it's a fantastic cast.
There you go.
It's a wonderful
Look
cast.
at that. Thank you.
Amazing cast.
It is an amazing cast.
It is.
It sure is. Wow. What a cast.
Speaking of Daniel Craig, I'm very excited about this. Once James gets off my back.
Hey, man, you keep you keep digging your own grave over there, man. This movie looks nice. Kraven looks not terrible.
Exactly. I stand by that. It doesn't look terrible. That's all I can say for it. However, something that looks amazing and sounds amazing is Luca Guadagnino's next film called Queer, starring Daniel Craig. Has just played at the Venice Film Festival, and Daniel Craig is receiving rave reviews for his performance. The festival director said, the film is fantastic, and I think it's the best film by Luca Guadagnino so far, and the performance of Daniel Craig is absolutely outstanding. I think it's the performance of his life. He's a great actor, and he takes some risks in this, of course, because it's something that's not in line with his previous films. They've only released an image so far, but this sounds like a phenomenal film. It's based upon a biography of the lead character, their true life story, and Daniel Craig and Luca together. I'm very curious about this movie. Very curious.
Me too.
It could be poised to be a big contender this year, later for the Oscars.
Seems like a nice movie.
Stop! I just see you smiling. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for you to smile.
What a nice cast.
You were holding back a smile.
Daniel Craig, what a really nice cast. Nice actor.
Good guy.
All right, we got some other exciting news for all you football fans out there, American football fans, whoever grew up playing Madden and just love football from the past. John Madden, the former football coach and broadcaster and announcer, is getting a biopic made about him starring Nicolas Cage, who will play John Madden in David O. Russell's Madden movie. The film will be part biopic, part making of the game. So it looks like it's going to be made based off the actual video game in a lot of ways.
The video game?
Part making of the game, the Madden game.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, they made that first one in 96.
I think in 94.
Earlier, wow.
Let me check.
Madden 90. We had
all the ones.
We had 96, 97, and onwards. I didn't know it was that
1993.
Early. 1993. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
It was an old game.
Yeah, I remember we had 94. We didn't really play that much. Our brothers.
We had the
took
one with
over
Brett
the console.
Favre on it. We played that one all the time. Madden 97, I think, and it was for N64.
It was after they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Or the same year, yeah.
That was fun as hell.
Man, that game. We played a lot of Madden
You
growing
used
up.
to be able to with them. You used to be able to, because the players didn't have very different attributes. And you used to be able to take your quarterback and run down to your touchdown, your end zone, all the way in the bottom of the field, and then you could run back up the field and dodge all the defenders.
Yeah, it's changed a lot, obviously.
Yeah.
It's so much more realistic. But
Yeah.
man, we grew up playing Madden a lot.
Lots of brother fights happen because of Madden.
Lots of
fights.
Lots of thrown controllers.
Lots of screaming.
Lots of cheating.
So much cheating. You know who we're talking about in our family.
Yeah. But I think this is really exciting because I love sports movies, and they seem to have phased out of Hollywood in a lot of the ways. We used to get so many more. I mean, growing up 90s, 2000s, it seemed like we were getting 15, 20 a year, even before then, too.
They were nice movies.
They were nice. We're getting so many nice sports films, but now we don't get that many. And I would love to see some of a biopic about John Madden, because I don't know too much about him besides football, Raiders, broadcasting, and the video game, and the turducken.
He created the turducken.
I don't think he created it, but he promoted it.
He made it famous.
Yeah.
Also, last year's The Boys in the Boat, and then the Kurt Warner movie. That was it, I think, for sports movies last year that I can remember.
That were big releases.
No, yeah, I know. I'm saying you're right. There were only a couple last year out of the entire year.
This is why I'm very excited about Timothée Chalamet's ping pong movie.
Ping pong. All right, next up, we have some fun news for any fan of Anthony Bourdain. There is a biopic in the works from A24, and Dominic Sessa, the breakout from The Holdovers, has been cast as Anthony Bourdain. This will be called Tony.
What a great casting.
Yeah, perfect casting.
I think he looks perfect for the role. He's got similar facial structure and hair, and he's an awesome actor.
He's great at talking shit.
And I'm curious to see how we'll follow him and how much of it will be a biopic about his life, or sort of like the origins of how he became a chef in his youth and working in different kitchens all around the world, in France and all over the place. So in Italy, I believe, to work in kitchens too. Also, I believe he worked in Japan and sushi.
He worked all over the world.
Sushi restaurants as well. All over the world. So I wonder if it'll be sort of him traveling the world, working in kitchens, learning the trade, and cooking all kinds of food.
I doubt that. Are you fucking crazy, man? There's no way that's what the movie's gonna be about.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
It's gonna be him just watching TV about cooking. It's gonna be him watching the cooking channel. That's it, man.
Good joke, Anthony. Him watching Martha Stewart.
So the movie about the man who is a famous chef and traveled the world. The movie's probably gonna be about him being a chef and traveling the world.
Well, I was wondering if they were gonna age him up to do later in life.
No, I think Seth is way too young.
That's what I was saying. Is like in my head, I'm like, it's a biopic. Are they gonna do his whole life, or are they gonna focus on the small part of his life where because Dominic Cassessa's 20-ish, if he's focused on when he's a young chef, or age him up to do his old age as well.
We'll find out.
Leading up to his passing away.
Nice idea.
It's a really nice idea. I wish my microphone could reach you. I'd slide it so I could hit you in the face. Strange Darling is getting a great reaction after embargo is lifted for early reviews, but it's not in theaters yet. It's at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. And that's not that many reviews, so I'm sure it'll come down a little bit. But this horror movie comes out in the next couple of weeks, I think.
Yeah, it's getting great reviews. Yeah, great reactions. I'm curious about it.
And this is the movie that is shot by, what's his name?
Giovanni Ribisi.
Yes, Giovanni Ribisi is the cinematographer on Strange Darling.
Yeah,
Giovanni. I want to see it just because of that.
Ribisi. All right, Matthew Perry, as we know, passed away several months ago. And to the surprise of everybody, there's been an intense police investigation into his death. And the local police force found and arrested 5 people involved in Perry's death, including 2 doctors, Perry's personal assistant, and a drug supply source known as the Ketamine Queen, who all took advantage of the actor to sell him ketamine. So they seemed to these people created like a network to facilitate his addiction to ketamine and keep fostering it.
And they seem to all be profiting from it. His assistant was a long-time live-in assistant. He lived with them for years.
Oh, my God.
And, yeah, he just got arrested, too. This is horrible, horrible stuff because if they weren't all facilitating this, I'm sure Matthew Perry would still be alive.
Yeah, and who else is involved in this? This might be a bigger ring than we might even understand it to be.
This seems like, they're keeping a lot of the information hush-hush for now because it's still an ongoing investigation, but I think it looks like in a year or two we'll probably get a lot more info. Maybe, I'm sure, a documentary about this because this is wild stuff. Mm-hmm. This is terrible, terrible news to hear that all these people basically caused his downfall and his death.
Yeah.
It's really, really tragic stuff.
Very sad.
Fucking Hollywood, man.
There are bad people out there.
There are bad people out there, including the Penguin.
Nice segue.
Thank you. So the Penguin will premiere, got official dates, September 19th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on HBO. Subsequent episodes will premiere on Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time starting September 29th. So it'll come out the 19th, then they'll wait 10 years for the next episode. 10 days. 10 days. First episode's the 19th. Second episode is the 29th. So the 19th that's going to be what, like a Wednesday or something?
I don't fucking know. It's in a month from now.
It's a Thursday.
Okay. So then it'll be Sundays.
So then every Sunday starting the 29th.
They're debuting it on Thursday and then regularly showing it.
Interesting.
Subsequently on Sundays.
It might have to be our new weekly TV review.
If it's good, yeah.
If it's good enough.
If it's good. We'll watch the first episode and decide. And they're billing it as an HBO original. Not an HBO Max original or Max original. This is getting billed as an HBO original. Like they're going back to the HBO branding solo.
So let's just keep confusing people more and more. Warner Brothers, pick a brand. Is it Max? Is it HBO? Is it HBO Max? Is it the original HBO?
Is it the one to watch?
Is it ESPN 8 the Ocho? Pick something. Pick a fucking name, guys. It's all the same company. That's why it's so confusing. At least Disney's like, this is a Disney movie.
Where can you watch it? Disney.
Or Hulu. Fucking hell, man.
This is a Paramount movie. You can watch it on Paramount.
Jesus. A Paramount original. It's an HBO original that is shown on Max.
Owned by Warner Brothers Discovery.
In the HBO section on Max. Fucking hell, man.
Fucking hell, mate. What do you mean there's something in the water?
Something in the water?
What do you mean there's something in the fucking water?
Something in the water?
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand what that kid said a few times.
I got it.
His accent was so thick.
It was great.
Yeah, no, I'm glad they kept it. There were a couple times in Alien, I was like, what are you fucking saying? Is he speaking Welsh?
It was pretty thick.
All right, big news for a bunch of huge actors. Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson are joining Lynn Ramsey's upcoming film with Lakeith Stanfield. This is called Die, My Love. This is a huge cast of 3 exciting actors, 3 of the best in the industry of their age. And the film follows a mother who struggles to maintain her sanity as she battles with psychosis. Lynn Ramsey is really one of the coolest directors working today. And every time she makes a movie, it's just like, it's a must-watch because all of her movies are so different from one another. She's a very unique voice, and she has very challenging themes and narratives in her story. So I am excited for this.
Oh, yeah.
Die, my love.
Carl Weathers, who passed away, I believe, last year, is going to posthumously receive a star on the Walk of Fame this week.
Well deserved.
This upcoming week.
About time.
The man.
About
the myth, the legend. R.I.P. My Lady Jane, which was a show, I think, on Amazon.
We saw billboards in LA.
It's a show that existed for 1 season. It's been canceled already. It premiered just recently on June 27th, and they already canceled it.
That's not good.
It doesn't seem like many people watched this show.
Mm-mm. If people did watch the show, I'm sure they'd renew it.
They probably would, but I never saw it. I saw the billboards. I saw the posters. Not for me.
You didn't give it a chance?
Not for me.
Why didn't you give it a chance?
It looked like a nice show.
They wouldn't have canceled it if you gave it a chance,
There's
man.
too much stuff to watch. Too much stuff to watch.
Also, I mean, you got to fit it in your busy schedule.
I'm a busy guy.
The busiest guy in LA.
Probably up there. Probably.
I'm surprised. I mean, thank you for taking the time to record this episode with me.
You're welcome. I appreciate your understanding. I like to keep a full schedule.
All right, Robert Downey Jr. is returning to his iconic role as Tony Stark. However, not as you'd think.
You should have pitched that better. Pitch it. Do it again. Pitch it better, Anthony.
What is this, Mad Men?
No, pitch it better. Come on, you can do a better job.
Robert Downey Jr. is returning as Tony Stark.
That's all right.
But not as you think.
No.
It seems like
Guys,
bullshit.
Robert Downey Jr. is returning as Tony Stark.
Don't be that bullshit.
I'm trying to sound like a TikTok guy.
Come on.
Come on, guys. It's happening.
He's reprising his role. I know you are. I don't take it personally. Nothing that you say. Everything you say just bounces right off me.
You look stupid.
What do you mean?
You look okay.
You're dressed all right. All right. Robert Downey Jr. is returning as Tony Stark in the upcoming Disney amusement park ride that is under development and construction at Disney. So he'll be playing Tony, and fans and families, when they visit the ride, they can experience Tony Stark again.
There it was. That was great.
Uh-huh.
Did you guys hear that? Did you feel the juice? I felt that. It was electric.
What are you talking
The way you opened that bit up, it was great.
Yeah, well,
frustration.
Nobody interrupted me. I said a word. I said a sentence. You said, "Say it better." Say it better.
No, I was a lot more. I was more of a coach. Like, come on, man, you can do better than that. I believe in you.
Well, I don't like to say every headline like Margot Robbie, like James, Lady Jane.
Little do you know that you started copying that style.
Carl Weathers.
Little do you know.
Yeah, because I've heard it so much, it's ingrained in my fucking brain now.
Right here, listen.
You're gonna be me.
I'm gonna be you. Margot Robbie. Starring Margot.
What am I, Obama?
Margot Robbie. So Margot Robbie is making a movie with Colin Farrell. It's called A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. It releases in theaters on May 9th,
Not
2025. They're just projecting it on the wall.
It's going to be on your local theater. It's going to be on it.
May 9th, 2025. The film follows an imaginative tale of 2 strangers and the unbelievable journey that connects them. I wonder if it's going to be a love movie.
A love movie? Hey, you want to check out this new love movie?
Romance.
What the fuck is that?
Romance movie.
It's a new love movie. No one's ever said that before, ever.
I said it. It sounded so weird coming up, but it felt so right. That's how my brain said it.
Oh man. Oh, the upcoming love movie.
This is a silly episode.
We are on one today. I don't think either of us had enough coffee yet.
I haven't had any coffee yet.
All right, news about The Last of Us Season 2. Isabel Merced says that Caitlin Dever had to have extra security while playing Abby.
Well, had to be extra secured.
Extra security.
I wouldn't say they got extra security.
Okay. Did you read more into this?
Well, I'm just reading it. It doesn't say they got extra security.
No, I've read multiple articles about it.
This is on set.
On set, she had extra security with her because there were pretty rowdy people in the public areas where they were, and so they just gave her extra security guards.
Copy that.
So she had a security person with her at all times.
All right. I mean, the thing with this character as Abby is it's a loved and hated character in the franchise. I personally grew to love Abby the second time I played the game. But, people need to chill out. It's not real life. It's a character from a fictional video game that they're turning into a movie.
With mushroom zombies?
She's not actually... It's fungi, I think. It's not
Mushrooms are fungi.
I know they are. But they're not...
It was a joke.
It's not...
I was not being scientifically accurate on purpose.
You clearly weren't.
It was a joke.
It was a nice joke.
I know they're not mushroom zombies.
It was a nice joke. Listen, man.
I'm just showing how ridiculous it is. I'm adding to it. I'm helping.
When you think about it, when it comes to zombie movies and zombie lore, it's probably the most plausible and believable.
It's pretty believable.
So it's not ridiculous.
I mean, I think the viral one is more believable. Like a viral outbreak.
They never explain it, though. Just like some monkey bites some guy. It's like, that's what
How do viruses start? Monkeys biting a guy. They explained it perfectly. It's 28 days later. It couldn't have been better explained.
Is that why we have common colds? Because a monkey bit some guy, Anthony?
That's where the cold started.
That's where the cold started.
A bat bit a monkey, and he bit a dude in the arm.
You're ridiculous.
He got the first cold.
Anyways, it's a fictional game, fictional character. Same thing with the guy who plays Kristen Cole. It's so absurd that people are... You got to, like, mute his comments on Instagram. I don't know. I wasn't on the set, so I don't know how much extra security it was or what it looked like or how rowdy people were. But people need to chill out.
Yeah, it's just
go,
a game.
Go outside, guys.
It's just a TV show.
It's just a show.
Also, just don't watch the show.
Just relax.
How does it affect you in your life if you're not happy with it?
I wonder if they got extra security for her as a response to something, or they just did it just in case. I'm guessing it was the former.
I think it was just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. There's very...
Yeah, it probably was just a just in case.
Yeah.
I doubt it was... There's people coming to try and beat her up. I doubt it.
I'm going to beat you up.
I doubt it. It's probably more of a... just a precaution. This is a hated character.
It probably helped make her feel safe, which is important. You want your actor on set to feel safe at all times, and she's playing a role that is extremely divisive and often hated. So I think that they did it they added security as a measure of making her feel comfortable and being safe on set.
Yeah, I'm sure the team, Druckmann and everyone, they were like, "Hey, before you take on this role, before you sign that contract, people are going to come after you.
We got you.
People are going to come after you online, on social media. They're going to attack you because it's the character. I'm sure she knows all about it.
Yeah.
So, it's too bad. It's just a fucking show, guys.
Yeah.
It's a video game. It's a fun video game.
Abby's not real.
She doesn't exist. She doesn't exist. Let's move on to an Anna Kendrick film. We got our first trailer for Anna Kendrick's Woman of the Hour. It follows the true story of a woman who won a dating contest with a man who turned out to be a serial killer. Is this the movie that's her directorial debut as well?
It is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That sounds like an interesting plot.
Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good.
Just a woman who won a dating contest with a man who turned out to be a serial killer.
Yeah. Threw out red flags about the guy, and nobody listened to them. They were like, there's something off with this guy.
Fucking men.
All men are serial killers.
Fucking men. That's what they should have called the movie. Fucking men.
Did I tell you before Men came out?
The A24 film?
Yeah, the A24 film Men. And what did it come out last spring? they're obviously showing the trailers for months beforehand. And one time I went to the movies, I can't remember what I saw, but there was a group of like 5 teenage boys behind me, and the trailer for Men played, and at the end of it, they all were like, "Fucking men!" And the whole theater fucking erupted in laughter.
Oh my god,
so funny. The whole theater lost it. It was great. All right, Whiplash. Oh man, I'm saying it like you, man. Whiplash is getting a re-release September 20th for the film's 10th anniversary. I think it would be really cool to see this in theaters again.
Me too. I don't think I ever saw it in theaters when it came out. I can't remember.
I saw it in theaters.
I probably did.
Have you ever seen it?
No, but I've heard it's a nice movie.
It is a nice movie.
Goodness gracious.
But yeah, it sounds awesome. I'd love to see it.
We did an episode on it last year. It was a great episode.
Was it a solo one?
Yeah.
It wasn't Whiplash versus La La Land?
No, we did Whiplash solo.
Oh.
Remember when you called Fletcher Terry? Or you called him...
Fletcher Thompson.
Fletcher Thomas.
Fletcher Thomas.
Yeah, that's what you called him. Fletcher's his last name.
Oh, man. This is a good episode, yeah. No, yeah.
It's a great episode. It's a banger, dude.
It's all coming back.
Come on, promote that, man.
It's a great episode.
It's a really good episode, Anthony.
Listen to it, guys.
Yeah.
Whiplash, Raiders of the Lost podcast.
Let me do the last bit of news like Anthony. Our last bit of news, Glen Powell responds to...
That's not accurate.
Glen Powell responds to the No Twisters Kiss. This is a quote from him. I'm taking it very personally. I'm sure you've seen the behind the scenes where I did get to kiss Daisy Edgar Jones, which is really all that counts. Ha 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 ha.
That's his parenthetical laugh.
Yeah. We had a great time. I'm really proud of the movie. I really think that even the backlash shows that people care, which is really great. I wouldn't even call it backlash, by the way, just to intercut. I really think that I just love how excited people have gotten about that movie. And Daisy and I send each other the TikToks and the gifts. There's so much funny stuff coming out of it. It's fun. That's what summer movies are about. It creates the conversation and cultural moments, and people dress up and do the thing. It's really awesome. So kiss or no kiss, everybody's a winner. It's a great answer.
It's GIF.
GIF.
It's GIF.
I say GIF.
The creator of the GIF says it's called GIF.
Congratulations, creator of GIF.
I'm just saying, if the guy who made the GIF technology, if he made GIFs and he says it's a J, you pronounce it like GIF, like the peanut butter, it should be called GIF.
Cool.
I'm just saying, it's not GIF. It's GIF.
I'm not gonna GIF up.
That was pretty good. That was a nice joke. That was good. James's veins are throbbing. He's laughing so hard. Look at this. I can see your forehead veins. You're going red.
They got me good, man. Sometimes, man. Sometimes I'm all I need. Also, Glen Powell confirmed that he will be returning for Top Gun 3 with Miles Teller and Tom Cruise.
Really?
Yes.
Let's fucking go.
The trio are
boys.
Back. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. Top Gun 3, baby.
Let's go.
What should they call it?
The boys. Top Gun,
Top Gun, the boys. Top Gun, fucking men.
They should just call it Top Gun, Tom Cruise.
They should. Fucking hell.
I'm down. Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
The 3 of them going on a mission with the others.
Well, I don't know what the mission would be, but yeah. They're all going to be.
There's going to be a mission.
Yeah, there's going to be a mission.
Yeah. I mean, no. Obviously, we don't know what the mission's going to be.
Well, the second film, Glen Powell didn't go on the mission with them. Hangman was sort of backup.
He ended up in the mission.
Yeah, no, he saved them.
Yeah.
But he didn't go on the mission. He didn't start the mission with them.
It's just because he wasn't the first one out the gate doesn't mean
he wasn't even out the gate. He was on the ship.
Yeah, but was he in the mission or not?
No.
What is he doing out there?
He was on the bench. He was literally on the bench.
I understand he was on. I know he was basically just the backup. I understand.
Yeah.
He ended up in the mission though.
Yeah, sure.
Is the mission over?
The mission was done.
No, it's not.
The mission was complete. Well, they had to save.
The mission's not complete until they land back on the ship.
No,
then the mission's complete.
They're all expendable.
So Hangman ended up in the mission.
Sure.
Thank you. I rest my case.
But he did.
Your Honor.
But did he go on the mission?
Yes.
Did he go? When they said, all right, mission begin. What was the mission when the mission started? When they said, all right, let's start mission begin.
That's a completely different thing.
What was Hangman doing? He was playing Hangman on the ship.
That's completely. You did.
He was sending gifts on the ship.
The phrasing is that we did not say did he start the mission. He went on the mission. He was just a little late to the party. He was in the mission. That mission's not over until the pilots get back. Then the mission's over.
Well, it depends on whose perspective.
Was the mission over when Hangman got there?
Yeah, they completed their mission. They blew up the
It wasn't over, though.
They blew up the bunker.
They were still being chased by enemy planes.
Yeah, but they're all expendable according to the military.
Yeah, but is it done? Are they done? I would say the mission's not over until they get back. And so that means Hangman was in the mission.
He gets a patch. Like a mission patch.
A mission patch?
Yeah. Like you were on
this mission?
This mission, yeah.
Is that a thing?
Sure. Yeah. Like I was in this company on this mission, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. GIF.
GIF.
Anyways, that what a way to end this episode of Movie News. What a way to end. Oh man, that was a silly episode. We are silly gooses today. Thank you so much everyone for tuning into this episode. Be sure Monday, tomorrow, our episode on Alien Romulus drops. We did over 2 hours. Anthony and I love this movie. We don't care what everyone else is saying online, on Twitter, on TikTok. It's not a perfect movie. We talked about the issues with it. It's not aliens, but goddamn, it felt good to be back in that world, feeling like we're on Nostromo. Fede Alvarez did a really incredible job. We're going to talk about all the pros and cons from the film, everything we loved, everything we disliked. It is a breakdown. We saw it early access last Tuesday and recorded our episode the 13th off just one viewing. So if we get some names wrong in terms of ship names or something, give us a break.
We did great.
We watched it the night before.
Hey, don't worry, man. Don't worry about it.
Everyone a heads up.
Yeah.
Anyways, you're right. We did a good job.
Dude, why you, we mispronounce stuff all the time. It's
That's
a given
true.
in this show.
Yeah, I mispronounce things when I read it.
Yeah.
Anyways, don't miss our Alien Romulus episode tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, we're doing a banger. We're doing a fantasy showdown. We're putting up Lord of the Rings against Harry Potter against Star Wars. We're pitting these great fantasy franchises against each other to find out which is the best fantasy IP, which is the best franchise. Find out our answer on Wednesday's episode, as well as contribute to our poll on Wednesday and vote what you think is objectively the best franchise. Not your favorite, just what do you think is the best
Deep
franchise.
in your heart.
What is it? The answer. Let us know.
I think James is going to have a fucking aneurysm.
I'm jacked up.
Your veins are still throbbing.
It was a good laugh, man. It was a good laugh. Thanks again. Become a patron today at patreon.com/Raiders of the Lost Podcast. Leave those 5-star ratings and reviews on Spotify and Apple. Subscribe on YouTube. Like, comment, share everything that you see on our content. And take care, everybody.
See you next time.
Thank you for watching Raiders of the Lost Podcast. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well, notifications for sure. Listen to the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere you can listen to podcasts. And be sure to check out this other content we have on our YouTube channel.